So I am fresh out of the movie theater watching Obsession by Curry Barker and Cooper Tomlinson, the YouTube crew that grew the franchise to a point where they landed their first theatrical release. Now, before I dive into the movie, let me just say that without a shadow of a doubt, you'll be hearing those names for the rest of their career, meaning they are going to have a full-time, forever long career in the film industry after this theatric debut. And if you don't know more about them, they have a lot of content online, a lot of cinematic content online. They are the true film cinema lover that did the thing until they became the thing. And so it is really cool to see the epitome of their work in my hometown, in my local theater, which was super cool. Okay, so Obsession. This is a movie I've been following for quite some time due to obvious reasons we just mentioned. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to give you my bullet pointed snapshots of this because I want this video to be more about the emotion, the motive, the appreciation, and less the technical review. But you should rest assured this movie looks amazing. The color grade is amazing. The whole video or movie felt like kind of this, like a scrapbook, if you will, of these, just the scrapbook, like this, the settings are the pictures of with your friends or those moments by yourself that you're appreciating and you would put into a scrapbook, and they have that vintage, warm, nostalgic feeling. The whole movie looked and gave that emotion throughout its frames. That's about the only technical thing I want to mention on all of that. But okay, so our two leading characters, we have Bear and Nikki. Nikki is the girl that, by the wish of the one wish willow from Bear's one and only wish, is now obsessed with him to a point that becomes a little problematic. Let me say this, some tones that I did expect in this movie. I knew obviously the fear factor would be the level and degree that the obsession would take place. He would get into some crazy I'll kill for you territories. That's where I knew the movie would kind of land, but I did not expect, even watching promos and everything like that, I did not know that this was going to be technically a demon horror movie. And rest assured, if you're one of those people that can't do demon horror, I think this fits into that category just by definition. There's nothing really that you see or anything that certainly 100% pinpoints it as demon horror. The word demon or demonic is never said in the film. It's just something you kind of put together, that there's okay, spoiler alert for about 10 seconds. There is another entity that you come to realize has switched into Nikki's body. It's no longer Nikki in her body controlling things. Spoiler alert, over. But that was something I did not realize going in. Let's see here. Cooper Tomlinson, obviously one of the two dynamic duo team members between Curry and Cooper, was a second leading role in this. He did great. His acting is always phenomenal. Really kind of brought the craziness into reality, as I'm the best friend shooting my friend, and the toxic relationship with just doses of reality. He supplied that for the film. Something that was really cool about this film is that it felt at times a lot, I think outside of the spiritual stuff in this movie, there will be a lot that seems like familiar to people in my generation. You could pitch this film as take your typical toxic relationship, and all the like kind of manipulative things that go on in those, and make it a horror movie. I mean, you could have easily, and I bet that was to some degree how they pitched this, but it just landed so well. It landed so well. The actress that plays Nikki is phenomenal. Just the ability to go from one emotion to the next, which, with context of watching the movie, you'll know what I mean, but is so impressive. The guy that played Bear perfectly embodies this almost helpless, insanely insecure adult man. And I'll be honest, I kind of took on an emotion of sadness from the beginning of this movie, just because I'm reminded of all the great things I have in my life, but I'm reminded of the people that are out there that are just so isolated in their day-to-day life. Like, I really felt the empathy for him, and that was done so well. So well. A couple things I'll say is you really could feel, if you know at all or seen any of Curry and Cooper's previous work readily available on YouTube, you could see their styles carry over into this film. If you've seen any of their short films, there were actually 2 moments throughout the movie that I'm like, oh, they totally got that from their short films. They know it worked in their shorts. It'll work here. And we're talking about frames, seconds of eeriness. I'm like, that is so... They're pulling from what they know, and what they know is awesome. And so it's really cool just to see people with theatric debuts, but you're able to know, oh, I know that I've seen that in their work before, and their work that is maybe not considered professional in that way. But oh my gosh, there's some talented creators. Now, I will say this, since this is sort of a part-time faith film channel, this is not your family-friendly movie. Profanity throughout the movie, and then one scene, which I'll put it this way: there's only one time that like body visuals are shown, but it's not what you're thinking. It's the aftermath of a terrible accident. Anywho, it's not your family-friendly movie. Do your research before you go and watch it. Yeah. Anyways, in my opinion, this is going to be, I want to say going to be horror of the year. But I'm waiting on The Werewolf by Robert Eggers, but this will be for sure the independent film of the year. And I really think the industry's changing. If you've been keeping up with Curry at all, he's already signed on to do like 2. They've already finished filming their next film, which is crazy. But then he's signed on to direct the new adaptation of the Chainsaw Massacre. And so I really think this movie is going to change independent film. And I think people like Blumhouse and Focus Features are pushing that. And so, yeah, I expect the industry to change because of this movie, which is pretty cool to say. Anyways, this isn't as much of a review as I had planned, as much as it is an appreciation for independent film lovers doing big things. But if you're at all a horror fan, you appreciate independent cinema, and you're okay with probably rated R rating, which is quite the prerequisite, but check it out. Check it out in theaters if you can. If not, without a shadow of doubt, this will be on your favorite streaming platform very, very soon. Hey, one more quick shout out. There is a YouTube channel called the Screenplay Lab. And this is a small channel run by Curry Barker's dad, which is pretty cool. And there is a very cool father and son interview out there right now for you to watch for free on YouTube. And I think if you at all care about what this project is doing for cinema, and you care about movies made by movie lovers, check that out. It's worth the watch. Anyways, this has been a ramble of crazy thoughts rolling all at once. Thank you for listening. If you're watching this, I'm Jarrett McIntyre. There will be more to come, more put together videos on this channel to come in the near future. But hey, this is JM Clips. Go watch more movies.